Hey everyone! Today, we're going to completely flip the script on how you think about fear. What if it's not some reality you just have to endure, but a powerful and often misleading illusion that your own brain cooks up?
I mean, really think about it. That racing heart, that tightness in your chest, that gut feeling telling you to just run. What if the thing that sparked all of that wasn't actually real? It's a pretty wild thought, right? But it's also the absolute key to understanding how your mind is wired.
Okay, let me paint you a picture. Imagine this. You're walking home alone. It's late. The street is quiet.
And then you hear it, footsteps behind you. And your body doesn't ask for permission, does it? Nope. Instantly, your pulse is just pounding, your muscles get tight, your entire system is just screaming, danger! So you whip around, heart hammering in your chest, and nothing. The street's totally empty. So what on earth just happened? Your body went into full-blown crisis mode over a threat that, well, it just wasn't even there.
And that little story, that gets right to the heart of what we're talking about today. This idea of the illusion of fear. See, that whole physical freakout wasn't a reaction to what was actually happening. It was a reaction to your brain's prediction of what might be happening.
Prediction. That's the magic word here. Fear isn't really about what is happening right now. It's all about what your brain thinks could happen. It's basically a guess. A really convincing guess, for sure, but still, just a guess.
So why does our brain even do this? Well, to get that, we've got to go way back. Because honestly, we're all running on some seriously old software.
This really gets to your brain's #1 job. Its goal isn't to be accurate. Its goal is to keep you alive. Think about it. Millions of years ago, the caveman who heard a rustle in the bushes and ran, he survived, even if it was just the wind. The one who stuck around to check? Yeah, he probably became lunch. That whole better safe than sorry thing, it's literally hardwired into us.
And here's the kicker, that ancient programming is now trying to navigate our modern world, and it's kind of getting confused. Just look at this. The threat of a saber-toothed tiger has been replaced by an angry email from your boss. The threat of starving is now the stress of a project deadline. And your brain? It has a really hard time telling the difference. It often triggers the exact same life or death response for both.
So, that's why this stuff feels so incredibly real. Even when the threat is just a thought in your head, the feeling, that physical gut punch feeling, is just so intense. It's like your body is screaming a story before your rational mind even has a chance to ask, wait a second, is this true?
You know, your brain is basically a what-if machine. It's just constantly running these little simulations of the future. I mean, think about the last time you felt really anxious. I bet it started with one of these thoughts, right? What if I mess this up? What if they're all judging me? These aren't reality. They're just mental dress rehearsals for futures that haven't even happened.
And this is the most important part to get. Your body does not know the difference between a real, live tiger and just the thought of a tiger. It reacts to those made-up future scenarios with very real, very physical consequences. We're talking a flood of stress hormones, a pounding heart, as if the danger is right here, right now.
Okay, so if we accept that fear is basically just a prediction, how are we supposed to deal with it? Well, there's a fantastic analogy that can completely change how you see this whole thing.
So instead of treating fear like it's the enemy, try thinking of it as a signal. That's all it is. It's just your brain waving a little flag and saying, hey, you, pay attention. I think this might be important. The only problem is, it's not always sure why it's important.
Here's the best way to think about it. Your fear response is just like a smoke alarm. It's designed to be loud, annoying, and totally impossible to ignore, right? But it's also designed to be way too sensitive. It can't tell the difference between your house actually burning down and you just burning a piece of toast.
So, what do you do when your smoke alarm goes off? You don't just panic and sprint out of the house screaming every single time, right? And you definitely don't get a baseball bat and smash the alarm. No. You calmly walk over, you check for a fire, you see what's going on, you investigate. And that's exactly what we need to start doing with our fear.
All right, so this brings us to the really practical part. How do you actually do this? In the heat of the moment, when that internal alarm is just wailing, how do you break the spell?
It all comes down to one single, incredibly powerful question you can ask yourself. The next time you feel that wave of fear wash over you, I want you to just pause, take a breath, and ask yourself this. Is this happening right now, or is my brain just predicting it?
Just asking that one simple question creates this tiny bit of space. It's a little gap between the feeling and your automatic reaction.
And in that gap, everything changes. You go from being the main character in the horror movie your brain is showing to just being a person in the audience, watching the screen. And that is how you take your power back.
Look, the goal here is not to become fearless. Fear is a vital part of our survival kit. We need it. The real goal is to change your relationship with it. It's about hearing that alarm go off, maybe even saying, "Thanks, brain, I appreciate you looking out for me," and then calmly checking, are we making toast or is the house actually on fire? Because once you learn to investigate the signal instead of just blindly reacting to it, that illusion, it just doesn't control you anymore.